Something new I'm going to do on Scorpion Cigar Reviews. Started keeping a score sheet. On the score sheet, I've written down the name of the cigar, the size, the price, the date I smoked it, and the length of time, the start time, the end time, then I get a total time. On my score sheet, I list the appearance with a 15-point maximum. I judge things, the wrapper look, label application, and the cigar weight, and then I deduct for any defects in whether it's excessively light in the weight, or if the label stuck to the wrapper, or if there was some defect in the appearance of the wrapper, like excessive veins or a stem sticking through or that type of thing. Total points allowable 15. I gave this one a 14.5. I didn't really detect any major flaws other than for this size cigar I would have expected it to be a little heavier. So I gave it a total of 14.5 out of 15 points on the appearance. The other category is initial impressions, 15 points maximum. It was judged on the nose. I combined the foot and the wrapper. I gave it a 4 out of 5. The wrapper feel and the taste. If the wrapper had a nice feel to it, sometimes they're real rough and you can feel all the veins and the stems and that type of thing. I also judged the pre-draw, the airflow through the cigar, and general flavors on the initial pre-draw, and I deduct for any bitterness or any tight draw, that type of thing. I gave it a total of 14 points in this category. The initial lighting, 10 points max. Just a combination of flavor, body, and strength, and I would deduct for any harshness. I gave it an 8 out of 10 on the initial impressions, the initial lighting. The next category was for flavor, strength, and body with a 60-point maximum. And I took this through the first third, the second third, the final third, and the nub, 15 points each. And then I would deduct for any off flavors or any issues where perhaps the wrapper was coming unraveled, or if it were to split or that type of thing. I gave this cigar a total of 52 points in this category. And I have final notes and overall impressions. As I had mentioned, I expected this cigar to, with a name like My UZI Weighs a Ton, I really expected stronger, forward-flavored cigar, but it was very even-keeled, medium body. It smoked for about 90 minutes. By the time I'm done, I'm at 90 minutes now, and I'm still smoking the nub. This has been overall a very pleasant cigar, clean burning, fairly even burn. It was a little wavy throughout, but it continually tried to correct itself. No real issues with the burn. So my overall score for this cigar is 88.5 out of a total of 100. So it's not a stellar cigar by any means. I've definitely smoked much better cigars, in my opinion. Ones that anywhere from just an outstanding wrapper to real nice, very forward, very noticeable flavors. Even if they were melded together, this just didn't have a very large flavor profile. I mean, I only picked up things like pepper and a little bit of mineral in there and that type of thing. Just wasn't a real large flavor profile, not a very wide flavor profile. Um, and in my final notes and overall impressions, I take all that into consideration, and I can make any type of adjustments from there. On the rest of the scores, I've smoked some cigars that when you look at the individual scores and then the final score, while my overall impression may have been much higher than the final score depicted, I could adjust from there. With this cigar, I didn't make any adjustments. There were no deductions for any defects of any kind. Just didn't really deliver as well as I had hoped. Nothing off about the cigar, just it's a mediocre cigar, and at a price point of $10.50, in my opinion, maybe a little pricey, but when you consider the size of 6 by 60, it's really a pretty good value. Even though I had expected closer to 2 hours worth of total burn time, and the nub has really slowed down on the burn, but the main body of the cigar burned through pretty quickly. So there you have it. 88.5 points is what I give this cigar. Not a bad score, but this would not likely be a go-to cigar for me. To me, a go-to cigar in this price range, the size, I really would have expected more in terms of burn time, flavor profile, strength. So I think 88.5 points really pretty much suits this cigar. I don't know if that's on keel with other cigar reviews, but that's what I give it. Whether you agree or disagree, that's, I guess, a matter of personal opinion. So I thank you for watching Scorpion Cigar Reviews. My UZI weighs a ton. 6 by 6.